Okay, listen, I need absolutely everyone watching this to emotionally prepare themselves for what I'm about to say. This Peru map could be the greatest thing Call of the Wild has ever dropped, ever, in the 9 years this game has been in existence. Or it could be the update that makes me uninstall the game, move into the woods, and start communicating exclusively through deer grunts. And honestly, there's no in between. Because if they get this right, we're talking top tier Call of the Wild history. If they get this wrong, then we're talking, why is there a diamond capybara chasing me across my map at 3 o'clock in the morning? What? Yeah, that kind of trauma. Yeah. So we pretty much know for certain now that there's a Peru map coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild for various reasons. And I gotta say, Peru is just one of those locations that screams to me, Call of the Wild devs are about to cook. We're talking Amazon edges, insane elevation changes, dense jungle, weird foggy valleys. Basically a place that goes from I see a deer to I'm literally part of the ecosystem in 0.2 seconds. It's gonna be that crazy, trust me. Now obviously we don't know everything yet, but I can say that I have a sneaking suspicion, to say the least, that the map is gonna release here really soon and it's gonna have several new species. And in this map, I guarantee gosh darn to you, it's gonna be like the animals are playing hide and seek with us. Except they're winning, and they're invisible, and they're judging us. If this map is done right, tracking will be absolutely incredible. We're talking some type of new mechanic, where animal tracks will appear differently in mud. Mud will be a thing, if this really is an Amazon map. It has to be. That's all it is mud, and water, and murky, crazy stuff. And then 5 minutes later, you can hear an animal call echoing from 9 miles straight up on a massive mountain or cliff or whatever they're called in Peru. If this map is done properly, this will be the most insane map ever to come to Call of the Wild. Teotihuacan 2.0, hands down. I already know how it's going to be loading into this map. You're going to load in, you're going to get a warning that you're now legally blind due to the sun, and foliage that will be, kind of similar to what's on my screen right now. That's kind of why I chose Hirschfelden for the background gameplay today. To say the least, the map will be thick as absolute crap, and also extremely wide open at the exact same time. You're going to pull out your binoculars, and instead of animals, you're going to see leaves, more leaves, emotional damage, and quite possibly a mosquito the size of a drone. Which is something that honestly I would like to see in Call of the Wild. So not only will jaguars be hunting us down, but mosquitoes, as big around as a baseball bat, can be chasing us around the map like a headless chicken. Let's freaking go. I love it. I absolutely love it. So what if we see jaguars and panthers? And what if their behavior is even more advanced than the tigers? In other words, we're freaking cooked. We're gonna be walking through the map so perfectly, so casually, slanging diamonds, grinding for whatever the new great one is. And the next thing we know, a panther or a jaguar and a panther at the exact same time, doubling up, will jump out and obliterate us completely and totally. Just like the tigers, but 10 times worse, because I heard from someone in my Discord this morning that jaguars have the strongest bite force out of any other kitty cat that roams the jungle. Remember, if we hear a faint meow or a meow that sounds a little bit more aggressive, just remember it's a big, fluffy kitty cat. Now, with as chaotic as this map is going to be, it's also going to be absolutely amazing, because typically in Peru maps, we see massive mountains where you can see for miles. With as much thickness as the map has, it's going to be very diverse with wide open areas. That's just kind of how it is in Peru. Sometimes you have altitude sickness, and other times you're going swamp bogging. I think the hunting in this map will be absolutely incredible, while still offering us a decent challenge with the thicker areas of the map. Some new species I would personally like to see come to a Peru map are spectacled bear, the taruca deer, the jaguar, white-tailed deer, capybara, alpaca, colored peccary, caiman, and 2 unknown duck species. Now I think there's only 9 new species listed. I would expect, if EW were to give us a map this huge, that we could see anywhere between 10 and 15 brand new species introduced to the map. There's probably going to be some more copy-paste species as well. I think the hunting for all of these is going to be absolutely amazing. Like I said, the map is going to offer a very good balance between extremely thick and extremely wide open. We're going to have the best of both worlds. In other words, it's Teotihuacan 2.0. Like I said, it's just how it is, bro. Let's just hope whatever great one they give us doesn't live in the jungle, because then that will be a pain. And let's hope that it has less than 120 zones. But, there's a problem. And here's the risky part. If this map ends up being a flop, and the map is extremely, extremely thick, and the hunting is horrible for these new species, then I think we're at a point with Call of the Wild to where Call of the Wild fans are not forgiving. We have needed, for years at this point, a map that could possibly offer this big of a change. You know, several new species, massive, massive variety in hunting, from extremely easy and wide open to extremely difficult and challenging, the perfect balance of both. We have needed stuff like this, an update like this, an update in general for so long, and there is so much hype surrounding this update that if it does flop and majority communities not satisfied, I hate to say it, but the game really may die. We're at a point right now as content creators to where we're seeing some of the lowest numbers we have ever seen, and typically right before new maps come out, those numbers go back up, and just like usual, they are. Now, the question is, like the last few maps, is hype gonna die out in the first week, or is hype gonna die out in 3 or 4 months? Seriously here, I care about this game. I care about my YouTube channel. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. This game desperately, desperately needs players, because if there's no players, there's no game. But I'm going to be honest, I think they know what they're doing. I have confidence in EW. They've been doing this for long enough to where even if this map does flop, which I highly, highly doubt it will, I think this map is going to be a 30 out of 10. Best map in the last 5 years, hands down. Okay, maybe not 5 years, but pretty dang close. We'll be alright. I think this is going to be gold, boys. This is going to be freaking gold, dude. But I appreciate y'all for watching this little video here today. I figured I'd just talk about the new map. It's kind of what's going on right now. Talk about some things. Talk about how I think the hunting is going to be. Just spark some conversation. Let me know down below. Are you guys excited for it? Do you think we're going to Peru? And what other species do you think we could see on the map? So without further ado, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, my name is Squid. You're watching Squidster Gaming. And we'll catch you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.